Hey planner friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be planning from the 8th to the 14th of March in my medium passion planner. Let's get started. So the kit that I'm using this week is Purple Rain, and this was from last year's Plannerface anniversary sale, and it's a full kit which I don't use very often, but I have used a few bits and pieces from this in my Passion Planner Daily before. That's why there's some stuff missing. Remember, I do PR for Plannerface, so you can use my code in the description to save yourselves a little bit of money and mention me for a freebie. As usual, I've started my spread by shading in the parts of the timelines where I'm going to be asleep, and I'm just going in with my grey Stabilo fine liner to mark in my alarm times, split my weekly focus box, and then also create some extra checklists in the personal and work to do sections, as well as my 5-day habit tracker for work. And I think we're finally getting to the part of the year where I'm happy to use my metal ruler on the left hand side of my page, because the pages have started evening out and there's a little bit more bulk under that side of my planner. Although that also means that a huge chunk of this year has already zoomed past and I don't want to think about that too much. Next, I'm going in with my green Crayola Super Tip to colour in the daily focus boxes of the days where I'm not going to be at work, so Friday, Saturday and Sunday for this week. And then I'm also going to use the same marker to colour in the check boxes in my bottom left hand corner to just add that pop of my theme colour throughout my spread. I always struggle after I've used a chisel tip passion marker for so long to get used to the tip of a Crayola marker again, just because it's not as sharp on the edges. So the lines are a little bit wobbly, but I'm sure I'll get over it. I'm going to cover up most of my bad colouring of the daily focus boxes for the weekend banner anyway. Next, I'm going in with my green Staedtler Triplus fine liner to mark in my work hours for the week. So I'm just drawing a line within my timelines when I start and end work. The last part of my pen base is just to write in my meals for the week, so I'm writing in breakfast, lunch and dinner with my Pilot Friction pen, and I'm only writing in breakfast on the days where I have an alarm set, and then I will go and highlight over those with my Crayola Super Tip to keep that theme colour going through the spread. This kit has a lot of purples in, so I really wanted to highlight the green within this kit, but my next couple weeks are going to be very green heavy, so I really enjoyed having less green in this kit but it still being within my theme, if that makes any sense. I haven't spoken a lot yet today and I feel like you can tell. Before we get into the main plans of this week, a lot of things did move around, so I'll try not to sound like a broken record continually saying, but that didn't happen, but that didn't happen. Also, there's a few things that I'm going to be marking in, but not actually writing in for the next week or two, so if there's anything that I haven't filled in, it's because I don't want to share it yet, not because I've forgotten. So to start getting some stickers down on paper, as usual, the first thing that I'm adding in is my meal plan sticker, and this is just something I made in Excel and print off on sticker paper myself. Next, I'm adding in a habit tracker for my daily check-in, and then using this quote box to just cover up the quote that's printed in the planner. Next, I'm going to go in with my washi strips, so I've cut 3 6mm strips of the bottom washi from this kit, and I'm just layering these over the Space Infinite Possibility header, the personal and work to-do list headers, and creating an extra header for my gratitude section in the bottom left-hand corner. Unfortunately, the thin strip of washi that comes with these kits isn't quite thick enough to go over either of the headers, but thinking about it, it probably would have been fine for my gratitude header, so I'll keep that in mind for next time I'm using a full kit. It would be super handy if I had these thoughts while I was setting up my spread rather than while I'm watching myself set it up a week later, but it is what it is, I guess. To finish off this spread, I'm just going to add in the weekend banner and then we can get into the day-to-day planning. I peeled the weekend banner up and adjusted it, but I think it looks exactly the same as it did the first time. The first thing that I'm going to mark down using 2 skinny event labels is my work from home days this week. So I finished my 2 weeks of working from home on Monday, but then my sick note actually ran till Tuesday, so I didn't go into the office on Tuesday either. And then Wednesday is my normal work from home day. So the only day that I actually went into the office this week was Thursday. And then I had yesterday as annual leave. Oh, I'm recording this voiceover on Saturday, well done me. So next I'm going to use a bill due sticker from the kit to mark in a bill on Monday. And as usual, I've cut the bill due sticker in half so that it doesn't take up as much space in my planner. And then I'm cutting out a small chunk of it so that it fits nicely within the timelines. I then did the same thing for another bill on Wednesday. I usually put my bills at the end of the day because realistically, what am I doing between 10 and 11 that I wouldn't have marked earlier in the evening anyway? And I certainly don't want to be putting bills in my daily focus box. So next I'm going to mark in one of the many work meetings this week with a skinny event label on Monday, and I think I initially marked this down as doctor's appointment, but that didn't happen that day, so I changed it to section meeting instead, and I'm just marking that with a bit of deco from the kit. Next, I'm using event flags to mark in what I thought would be my duty scientist rota day on Tuesday. However, because I didn't go back into the office that day, it just got cancelled for me for this week anyway. So in my final spread, I repurposed these 2 stickers to be for another meeting and for the doctor's appointment that wasn't on Monday. And again, I'm just marking these with deco from the kit. This kit was pre-doodles in kits from Plannerface, so it's just got the big icons, and in the full-size kits, they're very big and they look a little bit weird in passion planners. Next, I'm using a patterned quarter box to mark in my usual seminar on Wednesday afternoon, and I'm also using one of the corresponding doodles that came with this anniversary kit, so they're a lot bigger than the doodles are now that they're actually in the kits. So I use this big phone doodle to mark it because there isn't a laptop doodle in this kit. Next, I'm using this quarter box to mark in getting my 2nd dose of the COVID vaccination on Friday morning. So this is yesterday for me, and although I felt a little bit rubbish yesterday and my arm is really sore, I feel fine today, really, like in myself. I don't feel run down at all like I have before. And I just marked this with a bucket of flowers doodle from the kit because why not? Next, I'm marking in my planning time on Saturday morning using a pattern flag from the kit and a planner doodle from the corresponding doodle sheet, and then I'm using one of these 3rd boxes to mark in recording this voiceover, which, as I mentioned already, I'm actually doing on Saturday, so go me. I marked this with another corresponding doodle from the kit, but I think I went back later and added one of the transparent dotty type things that were also included as part of the anniversary bundle. So Sunday is Mother's Day in the UK, and I'm marking this by stacking 2 glitter headers and then layering over the Mother's Day sticker from the K Elizabeth Plans holiday sheet. And it's the 2nd year in a row that I can't go and see my mum for Mother's Day, so thanks pandemic. Next, I'm going to use the cleaning checklist from the kit to mark in cleaning my house on Sunday morning, and mark that with another one of the doodles from the corresponding doodle sheet from the anniversary bundle. Next, because this was a full kit, I actually had some washi strips to use instead of cutting up the Monday to Sunday box to mark in my YouTube videos this week. So I'm just marking this one in on Sunday, which is the video that you're watching right now. And as usual, I'm using a YouTube button icon from Ickle & Co to mark that. Next, I'm going to grab my printable workout stickers from Pinky Stickers, and I'm going to mark in my workouts for the week. So my online hatha class on Monday, and then a little bit of lifting, and some of this cardio just didn't happen because I had my vaccine and my arm hurts. I'm hopefully going to squeeze in a leg day this afternoon though. Next, I'm adding in a half box on Saturday evening for whatever we get up to, and I just picked this one with the nice deco on the side of it, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's just more chilling and watching YouTube and playing some video games, because we actually had a really nice group video chat with a load of our friends last night, so Friday, and now I'm socially exhausted. So next I'm going to start adding in some more decorative boxes to cover up some of the time while I'm going to be at work, and although I forgot to write it in while I was filling in this spread, that box on Monday is where I wrote that it was International Women's Day because I wanted to have it written nice and big in my planner. I've then also added a few other decorative boxes and some checklists within my work hours so that I can fill in my top 2 or 3 things that happened at work that day. You can see what I mean here about this doodle being way bigger than normal, like it's massive. However, the full kits from Plannerface do come with these little check boxes, which meant that I could fit in an extra checklist on Monday. The last few little things I added in include this recycling icon, which is another one from Plannerface, and also this fancy 3rd box to mark in editing my haul on Friday afternoon, which I figured would be a nice low energy task to do after I'd had my jab. That video should be up next Thursday, but although I edited loads of it yesterday, more stuff arrived this morning, so that video isn't finished yet. So now that I've got all of my pre-planning stickers down, I can go in with my Pilot friction pen and fill in all of my plans. So I think this week has had quite a lot of ups and downs. I had some really good days working from home at the beginning of the week, and then when I went back on Thursday, you may have noticed from my Insta story, I went from being all positive to just sharing stuff about like people can't treat you like rubbish. So yeah, Thursday wasn't a great day. Kind of returned back down to earth of working in the office with a bit of a bump. But I've also had some really positive parts of this week, one of which is the fact that I don't feel terrible after getting my second COVID jab yesterday, because I'd heard that the side effects would probably be worse the second time, and that's not my experience, although that is how some other people that I know have felt. For reference, I got the Pfizer vaccine both times. I feel like I have to specify that because the UK government's like, oh, maybe we can mix and match. Like, no, just give people 2 doses of the same thing. It's annoying enough that they decided that I had to wait a longer gap between getting my first dose and second dose than what was recommended by the company that did all the testing and made the damn vaccine. This week I also did a bit more like virtual social stuff than I've done for a while. I did get like really exhausted by Zoom calls and Teams calls and all of the other different types of video chat calls, but this week I've been playing some games online with a friend, and as I mentioned, we had a big group chat yesterday where I got to see, albeit through a screen, quite a lot of friends that I haven't spoken to like screen to face for a while. So I'm feeling pretty good about that because next week's going to be kind of hectic. So while I'm filling in my to-do lists for this week, most of which I still have to tick off, I just wanted to say that this is your daily reminder to stop doom scrolling news sites and take a rest and some time for yourself, because this week the news has been pretty horrible and you don't want to be constantly absorbing all of that negativity. I'd probably have got a lot more of my to-do lists done by this point in the week if I hadn't spent so much time making myself miserable by looking at the news, so give yourself a break. Also, my daily gratitude practice this week has really kind of lifted me up when I've tried to find something good in each day. So if you're feeling rubbish, maybe give that a try. It doesn't have to be something profound, it can just be, I'm grateful that it didn't rain today. So for my focuses this week, I just put as my personal focus the week of lockdown that we're in, which was week 9. And then for my work focus, that I had lots of NGS projects to get done this week, and I wanted to really try and get those done before I was back in the office full time. Spoiler alert, didn't happen. Anyway, that's all my pre-planning done for this week. Let's take a look at the finished spread. So here's the spread all filled out, and I'm loving all of the florals in this kit. I wasn't sure how well my like March green theme colour would actually fit with this kit, but I really like how it's turned out. As I mentioned earlier, there's a few things that aren't filled in because I don't fancy sharing them on social media at this point, but I'll be filling them in once I've taken all of my pictures. So that's everything for this week, friends. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye!